guys, we're here. This is a very important one, guys. You don't understand where I found this man. We supposed to been did this too. Like hey, but it's all right. It made sense. He left the country for a minute. I don't know where he went, but it's okay. We're back. We're here. This guy, he's probably made a lot of your favorite videos. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe even ones that you don't know it was him, because he doesn't show his fucking face. You know what I mean? But it's okay. It's the method behind it. It's perfectly fine. But look, guys, we're here with the fucking legend himself. Introduce yourself, because you got 6 different monikers.
Monikers.
Monikers, different. You know what I mean? You got different fucking like. You have 50 different names. It's Walker Vlogger. It's Walker.
Nah.
Which one is it now though? You
My
said you had to
name.
switch it.
No, my name's Walker, filmmaker. That's really it.
He said Walker, filmmaker.
Yeah.
Bruh, nah, you doing a lot though, man. How you doing? How's everything going?
I'm cool, and I appreciate you for having me. It means more than a lot.
Bruh, I appreciate you for even coming on here, man. Like I said, we was talking. I said, bro, I mean, people need to recognize, bro, you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Too kind.
but like, hey, just gotta give you flowers, but not enough people give enough people flowers. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that's a lost art.
A lost art.
I mean, nah, man. People really be like yo,
Hating.
Not even hating, or just like closet fucking with people, which is
I
like,
hear you.
which is crazy. Like, why are you, like, you know what I mean? If the nigga's doing a good job, bro, you should definitely, you know, give that man his props. Or even if it's not a man, if it's a girl, dude, you know what I'm saying? Be a good human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the what's the called the title of this episode is Be a Good Human. You know
What
I
a
mean?
good title.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
glad to be on the Good Human episode.
Exactly. Look at that. But let's run into it. Let's just go ahead and get the nitty gritty out of the way.
Okay.
Where you from? You know, the whole nine. Just give us all
All
that.
right. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. That's really it. Yeah, I moved to LA 2 years ago, and I'm just working out at LA right now.
Jacksonville?
Jacksonville.
Definitely would have thought. He is from Jacksonville. You're right. Yeah, that's crazy as hell. How is it like there though? I think you're the first person from Florida that I've had on here. What's Florida like, other than the hottest place on fucking earth?
Dude, I'd like to say Jacksonville is very similar to LA. At least that's how I like to like translate it, or like bring peace here. Is it's literally flipped over. Like
Yeah.
downtown's like 20 minutes from the beach.
Huh.
That's how I see it.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
hear you, I
it's
hear
just
you.
flipped over. And then there's so many different characters over there. Like
Florida's a crazy.
bro, Jacksonville's the largest city in America in land
Is
mass. In land mass, yeah.
See, how the fuck do you even? I did not know that. I thought it would be like, I don't know. I would. Well, yeah. Well, New York is a bunch of islands. LA is broken up. We're the biggest state, right? Or next to Texas.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't. Damn, now you're gonna make me kind of look that up. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we're like second, because Texas is first for sure. We have to be
Bro,
second.
Alaska's huge though. You seen Alaska?
I forgot Alaska was a thing since it's not really connected to us.
Bro, Alaska's huge.
Okay, so we're third. I'm gonna say third. I'm just gonna say third.
That's up to you.
Hey, anybody that knows, put it in the comments, because I'm very curious. But I mean, so then from why the move? Just to come to LA? I'm guessing.
Dude, opportunity. I was thankful enough to come here when I was 15. I was filming skateboarding like in my early adolescence, and a friend of mine was coming here for a contest and invited me, and I've never been in the West Coast and missed like a week of school. My dad was like, "What the fuck? Like,
Yeah, he's
you're not about to miss a week of school?" But just seeing like, whoa, like mountains, there's no grass, like
There's no grass.
all the skate spots like
Yeah.
you grow up watching in videos, like
They're here.
very
now.
surreal. So, bro, 15, seeing that for the first time, like it didn't leave my mind for like 5 years. Like every day I thought like, I'm gonna move to LA, I'm gonna move to LA, I'm gonna move to LA. And then what, like 4 years later, I made the move, moved in with Marco.
Shout out Marco.
Shout out OG Young Marco.
Shout out OG Young Marco.
Yeah.
The funniest rapper alive.
So yeah, it's just always on my head, like I'm gonna move here.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's a good story though too. I mean, at least you didn't just come out here just to come out here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I mean, shit, you definitely made something out of it too. I didn't know you were in like,
Trying.
you're doing a good job, man. You got to pat yourself on the back sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
But from that, so the skate videos was kind of like the first time that you were kind of doing the whole
Dude,
video thing, or
yes, yeah.
hmm?
Dude.
These niggas are right next to like a fucking like lumber yard or some shit like that. But it's cool.
um,
What you're saying?
dude, yeah, skate videos was like my first like love, or as far as like in the film world, or grew up drawing, whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
always been like a visual person,
Yeah.
but skate videos are where it's like, whoa, music, clothes, like
From
different
all the culture.
architecture around the world, like, and whatever, just yeah, seeing that.
No, I mean I get you. I was just talking about, and I mean I don't know if you feel the same way, but I mean I feel like skate videos now are nothing near as close to what they were
It's
back in
just
the
different
day.
times. Like, think about what's TikTok now to the music industry.
Mm.
Like, that's what Instagram is to the skating industry. Am I
Mm.
wrong?
No,
Like,
no, no. Nigga looked out there. No, you're right.
mhm,
No, I mean I never thought of it like that, and I was just kind of seeing it like, I mean, for instance, I mean like Baker 3, like
mhm,
Brian Herman and Terry Kennedy, how those were very raw and just whatever they were doing, you know what I'm saying? Because Baker and being owned by Reynolds and things like that, letting people just kind of do what they wanted,
mhm.
But I'm just thinking about it now. It's very curated, like very
And I
fine.
think we're in like a recession age in skateboarding right now. Like it got too cool. Like
Hmm.
for like 2018, it got way too cool, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like
Yeah,
skateboarding has always had a consistent like
up and down.
up and down, and um, but yeah, I think like 2011, 2012, like was the last age of, or last whatever year of like skate feature skate films
Yeah,
being like whatever, like
I, f-
world shaking.
no, I hear you. I feel like kick shit out of that.
My
No,
bad.
no, you're good. No, I think definitely like Stay Gold was like the last one that I seen, the American one that was
Yeah.
like with all of them. I think that was the last one that I remember like niggas really like going crazy about
Mm-hmm.
and going to your skate shop to try to watch it because all the skate shops were showing it like on a
Mm-hmm.
like a raggedy ass like projector and some shit like that. But you're right. I mean, it'll come back. I think because like I just realized too that Barracks were still doing like their skate tournament thing with like all the old heads and
They
shit like
are,
that.
but bro, berries are dropping like not that cool stuff recently.
I had not checked into them
Neither have I.
because I thought it was it was overweight, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean. But like they started the whole tournament again. I mean, you have all the again like Chris Cole and people
Mm-hmm.
like that are still skating, which like doing the math, like you niggas are like 40. But I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy, but like you know what I mean. But muscle memory, but it's just like yeah, that was the coolest thing that I had seen because I went through the page for I think like maybe like 20 minutes honestly, and I was just like yeah, I think this is like the only thing you guys have done that's kind of been like cool because there's not
Just relevant.
just
That's all.
or any content that people are actually gonna sit there and like watch. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
can only see a nigga do a tray flip so many times.
You're
Like,
right.
you know what I mean? Just by himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they do a lot of shit like that.
Mhm.
But I mean, again, it's with the times. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so who knows what the future holds for skating? I have no idea.
I mean, hopefully, cooler shit. You know what I mean?
But yeah, there's lots of cool, like, bro, there's so many cool underground like clicks coming
Hmm.
together, and like graphics and shit like being like recycled almost,
Yeah.
but it's all right.
Revisited.
Revisited,
Like
yeah,
revisited.
not
Yeah.
recycled.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
No,
cool.
I mean, it's interesting. So you used to skate. I can see that.
I still skate,
You still skate.
yeah, just cause, or like getting older, like you feel it on you. Like
Yeah. You
I tried to substitute it, like going for a run, going bike riding, but it doesn't like fucking
click the same way. It doesn't feel the same.
not, or yeah, click, like bro, it's soulless. Like literally running, like you run for a mile straight, like all right, I'm gonna cross the street, and that's the only decision you made for the whole like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah,
But
literally.
skating's like, bro, you can go down, like hop over curbs, like
Mhm.
cut in front of people,
It's
like
more adventurous.
ventures, I'd
Yeah,
say.
it's more
So
adventurous. No, definitely. I mean, I haven't been on a skateboard in fucking years. I probably fuck myself up if I try to do that shit now.
yeah,
But I mean, again, like I mean, that's cool though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have to have your sport. You know what I mean? Or
Hmm.
whatever active thing that you want to do. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? But I definitely feel the same way. Like running just does not. Like even like people that run on a treadmill, it's like you're running in place.
Hmm.
Like that's fucking crazy.
Bro, it's just empty. Like you feel nothing. Like, and whatever it is for anyone, like if you smoke weed, like whatever you go camping, like you gotta have something to release all that like negative pent
Yeah,
up shit.
it's
So
you gotta have an out. You know what is it called? Like an outlook or out. Fucking damn, I can't think of the name, but I get what you mean. There was
mhm,
like a specific phrase that I wanted to say, but I mean, no, but I mean, you even with that, I mean, I think like that's what we were talking about earlier. Just doing multiple things. It's like that's kind of it for me. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Like you have to, kind of occupy those parts of your brain that just want to do something.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been doing the same shit for a while, it's like, okay, like what else can I do? You know what I
Shit
mean?
gets burnt out.
Quick,
Yeah.
quick, and you gotta keep kind of reinventing yourself
Mhm.
to keep it like fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Most
But
definitely.
I mean, you were talking about it like, you kind of coming back from like a renaissance. Kind of want to get into that too, because
Sure.
you know what I mean. So it's because somebody that works on your level of what it is, you know what I'm saying, of art, of video, or whatever you want to say, like how are you falling into like a rut in a sense?
Dude, just burning myself out. Like being first time moving out, like being on your own, and now you're paying like rent in downtown. I've never had a job before. Like
Mhm.
didn't have a parking space, so like my car wasn't there. Like didn't have a key to this building.
You're a crazy
Like
man.
so I'm locked in this like apartment in downtown for a year straight. Like bro, smoking. Like
Mhm,
picked up like a bad tobacco habit.
mhm.
Um, shit was not cool.
It was not good.
Just burnt myself out. And bro, everyone we look
Every-
up to goes through those stages, and
yeah,
it's ups and downs, and you learn a lot. It's like low points are like the most honest
you,
telling points in your path.
it's a face in the mirror.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But I mean, go continue. I don't want to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good.
No,
Um, but yeah, and then just coming out of that, um, uh, wait, I kind of lost myself.
you're saying bad tobacco habit, and things of that nature, and just kind of everybody
Oh
does go
yeah,
through that type of shit. Yeah.
so like cut the shitty habits,
Hmm.
seeing the sun kind of things, and
Yeah.
that's all. Like kind of just got out of it.
Hmm.
Um, it's all right. Yeah.
No, but I mean, I think shit, you definitely came out of that shit because you doing a lot of crazy shit. But I mean, I just think it's important to kind of like again, like just to not to harp on the bad shit, but it's just like like it's forthcoming. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of has to go through those
Yeah.
learning stages and stuff like that, and a lot of people don't also feel like real life. You're still real life. Like what I'm saying. No matter
Hmm.
what I post, I'm still a person. Like these are still real deal, real life shit happening to me while I'm trying to
Hmm.
do this shit. So, and it definitely does affect your, your creativity. You know?
Dude, most definitely. People say like, or I don't know if like filmmakers, but uh, like I make the coolest shit when I'm like down bad and shit. It's like, no, dude, you gotta like be in a quiet room and like have
Mhm,
food and have a
mhm.
bed. Like it's so hard to be yourself or make honest things when you're in like
A bad headspace.
bad headspace, bad physical space, like
Hmm.
whatever. Yeah.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, it's not it's not easy. You know what I mean? It's definitely not an easy thing to do. There's
Mhm.
not I feel like that's like a art like a musical person thing. Like when they're down bad, they make great songs. It's like because you're heartbroken or whatever the case is.
Mhm.
I don't think that's the same thing for anybody. I feel like that's not the same thing for anybody else, and I could be
Yeah, I
wrong,
didn't think
but
of that. Like you can make some cool shit, like musically or
yeah,
like a painting or something.
yeah. But I
Film's different,
no,
bro.
if you got to sit there like try to think out treatments, you can't think because there's nothing. Not only have you feel like you haven't experienced anything, or nothing has like tremendously, just whatever that might be to you has happened.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, you're not about to come up with shit. You're about to look at the wall, like you know what I mean. Like
No.
it's not it's definitely not a motivational thing, like
Dude, and
in
it's
that
not a
sense.
game for like altered headspaces as well.
Hmm.
Like I don't know, bro. Like I don't want to talk down on like
Get into it.
weed or anything.
Just get it. Just get into it. There's not a. This is a.
But
Just
everyone's
talk about
different
it.
too, and everyone.
Everybody has their. This whole thing is not to shit on anybody. This is personal opinion. This is opinions. You go ahead and.
Or it's just like what's best to me. Like I'm a like I like to think like sharply or react to things quickly. And film is a sport of like, bro, you gotta be on 10 at all times because like I don't know, there's no room to be
to not be sharp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's real life because I don't do any drugs either. I don't smoke. I rarely drink. And it's like, it's weird, especially in this day and age. Everybody's like, oh, you don't do anything? It's like, nah, I have
people
to.
look at me like a
like an alien, bro. It's fucking horrible. It's crazy. You almost kind of get like,
and it's sad because like, bro, weed, drinking, like whatever, it's literally a vehicle for people to like, whatever, like let's link up and smoke.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know what I was going with that.
You're saying it's a bad vehicle. You know what I mean? It's a vehicle just for people to
or it's an easy vehicle to like whatever, be in the right rooms. Or,
Exactly. No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's literally just about being social. Those drugs are literally, but it's not, depending on how you look at it, it's not the correct social or, whatever the case is. I mean, rarely people meet and actually have clear heads when they meet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times it's, oh, I remember you at a party, but you were fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? The real connection shit is not really there anymore. Or I mean, if it might be, but it's dwindling. It's definitely not, like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's like you said, it's not a bad thing. It's not a looked down upon thing.
And everyone's different, dude. It's just not for me too. Like I start freaking out. I cannot do that stuff.
You get paranoid.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing. I couldn't handle it. Like it couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And then, I feel like also running around with like all this equipment and stuff like that.
You gotta be on 10,
I have
bro.
to be on point.
Yeah.
Like I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's the same thing. Like even people that like can do it, great job. I support you.
More power to you, bro.
Like great job. But it's like I'm just not built for it. I can't.
Like I'm already like at my psyche ceiling. Like if something happens wrong, like I'm gone. You might not hear from me.
I'm not mad at you, no. I mean,
knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Hey, you'll be all right. You know what I mean? It's just I think the same thing. It's just about like making, like, knowing yourself and know those periods of time being by yourself and stuff like that. Really getting to know your limits and what you want to do and what you want to cut out are very important. You know what I mean? I don't think a lot of people or enough people do that. You know what I mean?
No, dude. People need to spend more time with themselves. Cause like,
say it again.
I heard something funny. Is like all of the world's problems lead to a man's inability to sit in a room by himself.
Facts.
And it's like, I don't know, bro. You gotta chime in.
No, you
there's some cool stuff in there.
You gotta listen to yourself, and I mean, especially if you're in a creative field as well. Like, you know what I mean? You wanna figure out what you actually like, not what you're influenced by and things of that nature. Like, what makes you you? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would go a long way. It'd be going a longer way if more people did that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people can't do that. You know what I mean? I feel like Kendrick. Did you hear Kendrick's album?
I loved it.
Yeah, I can feel like that's like, he kind of talked about it too, just really realizing his own problems and faults, and again sitting with himself for a very long time and coming up with what that album was. You know what I'm saying? It's important. Like I said, especially from a creative standpoint. But I also want to say something too, just to kind of segue from that. You do videos, music videos and such like that, but you do a lot of other shit. You do a lot of other shit. Yeah, but like that jump is very interesting. Only because I'm curious, how hands-on are you with that?
What do you mean hands-on?
Hands-on, like there's from start to finish. Like, are you writing the treatment?
I'm very hands-on. Like,
walk me through the one that you did recently, the Joy Division one.
Oh, that wasn't very hands-on because it's more. It was commercial work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just
Phoenix is a director himself, and he usually like has a vision no pun intended, vision.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
But he'll
Mhm.
usually uh, either like find a camera or have a friend and be
Mhm.
like, "Yo, put the camera here, here, here. We're gonna do this." Like
Mhm.
for that ad, it was we're remaking the scene from Fight Club,
Yeah.
and that was it. Like so, I just watched the scene over and over again. I
Mhm.
took the dialogue out and we ran it a few times, and that was it. That wasn't very hands on.
And then let's talk about actually what is your favorite project that you've done recently? I want to go that route and kind of walk us through that as well. All right. So yeah, so what was the just like a favorite or a memorable project that you did recently or whatever the case is?
Dude, it's a tough question
Mhm.
because I always try to just outdo what I previously did. It's a awful like mindset to have,
No, it's a good one.
but um, I really like the BK the Ruler Nirvana trailer. Do you get a chance to see that?
Come on now, that's crazy. That's when we were.
Thanks.
That's what I was told you. All this shit that you had did with her was
Mhm.
retarded. I mean, I'm guessing. So you wrote the treatment and shit for that and did the whole
Yeah,
thing.
because that
Go ahead.
was an idea like I had like 3 years prior,
Mhm.
just like because bro, Jacksonville is a city of bridges, like
Mhm.
fucking bridges everywhere. It's a
All that fucking
river,
water. Yeah.
and skating in downtown and stuff, going all these bridges, like uh, whatever
Mhm.
simple idea, like what if I stitched like two shots together with a bridge separating it,
Mhm.
and it was just beautiful to see that come to life, like 3 years later,
Yeah.
like with a budget, with like a
Stuff behind it.
superstar, like
Yeah.
in a label, so and full creative freedom as well, like
Oh, word.
hmm
That's that's very important.
so
It's very important.
that'll always have like a close place in my heart, the
Mhm.
Nirvana trailer.
Yeah, no, I mean, even because I was talking about that, when we was off camera too. I mean, the stitching and stuff like that. There's not again, I'm don't go out here and copy him more than y'all already did.
Mm.
But I'm just saying, but like the stitching and shit like that, not that's a very lost art. I feel like not a lot of people do that with consistently.
Mhm.
And then think about it as well. Like you have to still think about these shots
Mhm.
in conjunction to doing that. It's not just something that you can just throw together. Like it has to make sense.
Yeah,
Is that something that you're thinking about it as you're going, or
most
you,
definitely, yeah.
because even speaking like the Lucky video, for instance,
Mhm.
like the hallway shot where it fades in the dark and stuff like that, and it comes to the first one. I don't know the name
Role
of it.
play?
Role play, yeah.
Mhm.
But like those specific ones were fucking ridiculous.
Thanks, dude.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what I was like. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the first video I had seen that I was like, oh, who the fuck is this? Like this shit is crazy.
Cool.
But even with that too, like you're doing like the magazine stuff as well. You're doing a lot of the what's the name of your brand?
Capri Cinema?
Why?
Why? Why?
Yeah, why? Yeah, why? I don't know.
Um, uh, I just well, first like I eventually just want to have a production house where like my name is not attached to it, where it can
Mm,
survive on its
I
own,
feel
and um, but like have a platform for directors I admire or uh, d- in or go off into different
yeah.
fields of film. Because I'm a fan of documentaries. Like I'll watch documentaries for weeks. Like
Really?
yeah, like documentaries is where it's at.
Mhm.
I eventually just want to be like a documentary filmmaker.
Mhm.
Um, but Capri Cinema is just a platform to have a safe space for all these things.
Yeah, because I've kind of noticed it's more than just your videos and shit like that. It's small commercials. It's little passion. You can tell little things that you kind of are coming up with as well
Mm-hmm.
too. And it's all done so very like it teeters between like a excuse me, it teeters between like, and again, this is just my perception. I'm very wrong, I'm sure, but
No.
like it's like almost like this futuristic Blade Runner type feel, but also very vintage. And then
Cool.
like another like just something else that's would be for mainly you
Mm.
that just kind of gives out different the color grade, obviously the editing and things of that nature that kind of all make it come together. Like you did um
I've never heard of that. It was very nice.
Bro,
Thanks.
I look, man, like again, I pay attention. You know what I mean? We have
Mm-hmm.
to, as a fellow videographer, bro, you gotta understand you're up there. You know what I mean? Just the same way I talk about .com and everybody else, bro. You're in the same category, bro. There's only like 5 of y'all. Let's be honest now, guys.
Cool.
Niggas can get mad at me all you want, but the Carfax. So you know what I'm saying? But again, it's the same thing. You did the True Religion thing for Chief and everything. Daisy was a part of it.
Shout out Daisy
Shout out
Delancey. Yeah,
Great
she's
person.
cool.
You know what I mean? But the the way you went about it, or the way that it was drawn up, how did that come about? It's very. I know the studio.
Capri Cinema?
Yeah, no. The how you guys went about it.
The Keith?
Yeah, the Chief thing.
Well, I met Daisy this time last year. She just has so many things going on at once, and she always like, what's the word? Like, moves
Moves pieces around.
moves the pieces, like
Yeah.
like
Into
puts on
place.
puts on for young creatives.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I met her last, and she's been she worked on the True Religion project for like a year straight, like sending mock-ups back and forth. Like Keith drew all this stuff himself. But we just had a meeting, and she was like, we just need a videographer, and that was really it. Yeah.
This is kind of crazy because the editing was retarded.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, it was. I try to just keep it simple. It's commercial, selling clothes, but
even with that,
it's Chief Keef. Like,
it looked like a music video. You know what I mean?
Thank
Like
you.
the crazy little 360 shot in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
which was again, you're not doing that by hand.
That was hand. Yeah.
It was on a gimbal.
No, but it's
Yo, what the fuck?
it's just
Yo, what the fuck?
it's just editing. Yeah.
Because I mean, okay, you could still, but it was. I mean, I know how you would get it to steady and things of that nature and all that, but Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
that's crazy. But moving on from that, that's really crazy. That kind of fucked me up. I was waiting for you to say it was a gimbal because it looked like a gimbal.
Yeah.
It was just super wide, or not wide, but it looked crazy.
Thanks, dude. Yeah.
You be doing your thing, man. You gotta again give yourself more credit. But even from that, so what? On top of kind of doing the video things, are you working on like a kind of a short film? Are you writing? Do you do that, or
No, I do want to get better at writing, dude. Reading is just tough for me. Like, it's just a skill I gotta get better at. Like, bro, always like been in intensive reading classes. Like, they tried to put me on ADHD pills because I couldn't read. Like,
why would that even be a thing?
Bro, like I've gotten better at it as a 21-year-old. Sit down and like I'm more settled now. Like, I can read a book, but like, bro, people are nuts in middle school. Like, put that kid on pills. Like, you can't.
Like, what do you?
But like how I said 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I want to move to LA. Bro, now I'm in LA, like, or wherever that means. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, 25, I'm trying to do feature films. Like from 21 to 25 is music videos and commercials. After them, feature films. Like,
After that, it's just okay. Like, you know what I mean?
and who knows, like, what the future holds. Like, I might be a janitor or something. Like,
Yo, that's a crazy digress. But I hear you.
bro, I'm looking in your eyes. Like,
that's
but
that's
who
what I'm
knows?
saying. No, you're
Like,
dead ass. No, I mean, I mean,
Who
you never do.
knows?
I mean, like, let's be honest. I mean, it's a weird, this life is a weird ride. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We're just kind of, hanging on by our last grips to make it make sense. But no, I mean,
but hopefully, in God's will, like,
Yeah,
things pan out for
I
all
mean,
of us.
yeah, man, as long as you keep doing what you're doing, man, there's no real way around it.
Mhm.
But and I mean, I don't know how close of attention do you pay to, again, just the video culture in the underground now. But how do you see it coming? Like, what are you seeing from it? You know what I mean?
Or we mentioned earlier, like, bro, the kids are going crazy right now. Like, it's a different class. It's a different standard right now, and I'm confused myself. Like, what do I do in today's climate of? But that's just when, like, you just gotta do it. Looks good to you, and you can stay young, and keep up with the times. I don't know. Kids are going crazy. I'll say that.
No, I mean it like trust me, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's just some shits I've been seeing now, like it's I don't know, it's out of this world. I'm like, yo, I know for a fact that you sat there and roller scope this shit. I know you didn't sit there and roller scope this shit for 80 hours.
Bro, and they have like 3D down. Like
Perfectly.
people weren't doing 3D 4 years ago. Like
I mean, they were, but they were doing like just little shit.
like Instagram edits.
Yeah, like they was doing small shit.
Like the people doing Instagram fan edits like 4 years ago, like that is like the new like
No,
standard right now.
no, the
It's
fucking
nuts.
seen the niggas that was doing like the little Minecraft thing, and I was like, do you understand how hard this would be?
What Minecraft
Like they
thing?
have like this thing. It's just because you're talking about Instagram. Like on Instagram now, like they have like this little augmented reality thing
Mm.
where it puts like a Minecraft block thing, whatever, into the ground. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, this shit looks crazy. For one, I'm like, yo, you know how long it would take you to.
I don't know. Well, you might
I
have to show
I
me
just
that.
show you because it's fucking crazy.
Okay,
Like
you'll show me.
it shit fucked me up because I was like, how are you like that's whoever made that obviously it's licensed through them somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, it looks so good. I'm like, that's just crazy. Like, cause the augmented reality shit is like a big thing too now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And not everybody can figure out how to do it. It's like
That's like deep fake stuff.
like it's
No?
like like when like you ever play Pokemon Go and shit,
Yeah.
where you like you turn on the camera and it'd be like the Pokemon in real life,
Mm-hmm.
but you're looking at it through the screen.
Mm-hmm.
That shit. So like
Okay.
niggas could like pretty much like make like niggas was doing it with NFTs for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were making like they make their NFT and then they'll put it in a real space. And then like you would be able to
Yeah,
do
I've
it through your
seen
phone.
those.
Yeah, like stuff like that. But like they've gotten way more sophisticated to where they can do like whole video game worlds, but you're looking at it through your phone. Like it's
Yeah, it's a little
getting
beyond me.
It's getting out of hand,
Might
bro. I'm not
put
gonna
that
lie.
phone down.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean,
Kids on that phone.
that's I mean, look, man, they on it all the time. They got to do something. Like, I mean, they got nothing but time on their hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I mean, 3D is definitely not an easy thing to, to master after you finally get the editing part down and then
Mm-hmm.
moving to 3D, then figuring out kind of what you want to do with the whole 3D shit. Like,
And part of me is like, bro, I gotta learn the 3D stuff. Like
Mm.
2 years ago, knowing like this is gonna be the new shit, like I gotta keep up. But another part of me is like, I spend so many days at the computer,
Mhm.
like, and it just eats your body away. Like, I'm not trying to spend the rest of this decade at a computer. So like, I'm just trying to work my ass
yeah,
off to
nah,
where like,
exactly.
I can pay someone to do some 3D. Like, bro, people like wake up and they're like, I'm gonna push the limits of 3D today, and
Do it.
I'm gonna support you. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm cool.
No, I mean, like even like there's a VFX guy, and I think the VFX shit is getting crazy too. Like just even in movies,
Mm-hmm.
just like what they're doing with making these people look like aliens and shit like that. Just that part. But like there's a guy, what's his name? It's like Rick Lancaster or some shit like that. He showed like a thing he did for Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
There was like this nigga's like falling through space or some shit like that. And I'm like, you know what? Like maybe, and this is a music video. It's not like a movie.
I haven't seen that.
I'll show you. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm like shout out to that nigga because I could only imagine how long that took.
Rick Lancaster.
Yeah, Rick. I think it's Rick Lancaster or some shit like that. I don't know.
Shout out Rick.
Shout out Rick. He's
Yeah.
doing a great. He's doing a great job. But yeah, it's just like again, it's just getting to the point now. It's like it's the running gun shit is starting to. It's still a thing for sure.
Bro, it's gorgeous because it's documentary,
Facts.
but you gotta
You gotta get some production value.
you gotta get some production in it. Yeah.
Gotta get some production value. It's almost to the point now. I mean, and me being a person that not predominantly, it's just where I'm at. That does a lot of running gun shit. It's just like it would be nice to write a treatment and shoot the treatment the way it's written and see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just popping out with the camera and shit like that. But it's a life you live sometimes. You know what I mean? It's still fun shit. It's still good.
Mm-hmm.
It's still within the rights. But it's just like when you're looking at everybody doing wild shit, it's like damn, maybe I should try to start doing that shit. You know what I mean? But again, like you said, hours at a computer a day trying to push out a video that you have a deadline for, kind of makes it shit like what? If I don't have to be at the computer, I'm not going to it. You know what I mean?
Or yeah, I'm not even like a computer dude. Like I really had to like adapt to the like curtains on the window, like hunched over a lamp for like a week straight, like
Hunched over a lamp is crazy.
or did I say that wrong? Or
No, no, I'm just saying
hunched over a
that's
desk.
over it
Yeah.
is. But no, I feel you though.
Um,
Same idea. Working
but
by candlelight.
I'm not trying to do that for the rest in my 20s. Like I'm good. It's cool.
No, I mean, yeah, it's important to grind your what's the word, like, want to grind your fucking craft and learn your craft and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
to to a certain extent, I mean, there's other things in life. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
gotta go figure what that is. And besides, I mean, if you stay doing that the whole time, you're not gonna want to do it anymore because that's all you do.
Most
You
definitely.
know what I mean? That burnout shit is important. Even just
Bro,
circling back to
burnout
that.
is no joke. I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Oh, jeez.
Burnout's fucking awful.
No,
Like,
it's
it's bad because you have no explanation. Like your nervous system's just out of whack,
trash.
and then who knows how long it's gonna take to like feel yourself again and have that like sparkle in your head. Like,
It's weird.
mhm.
It's a weird feeling too, and it's because like also there's not like it's not like a headache where you're like, okay, if I know it's gonna end soon, it's like, yo, this shit might never end. Like it's what it, you know what I mean. It feels
Mhm.
permanent. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, but like anything else, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's like you said, just time for you to reinvent yourself. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's your body telling you like chill the fuck out. Like this isn't me.
Yeah.
Like this isn't you. Like
Mhm.
you're expecting a lot, and I don't know. You can only do so much.
No, I mean at the end of the day, I mean, but shit. But I mean, even moving from that though, so you're making commercials, you're making videos, he makes shirts. Y'all go pick his shirt up, man. Go pick this fucking shirt up, bro. This
Perhaps,
appreciate you.
yeah.
What? So like, you're just trying to touch every facet
Or
of
yeah,
what, like, you know what I mean?
like if you asked me what Capri Cinema was like 3 years ago, I would have a totally different answer. Um, like concerts, clothing,
Really?
yeah, concerts, clothing, and film. But I really like and doing it all by myself too. And bro, that shit
From on the
wears on
club.
you, and it's like you can only have so much value in each pocket unless if you're not hiring these people.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna decrease value in like whatever, like
Yeah.
I want to sound like
No, no.
pretentious,
I
but
need you to
like
say it because I know where you're going. I want you to say it because I know what you're gonna say.
what?
Just continue on with that sentence because
I want to decrease value in
yeah.
like, bro, filmmaking is like why
yeah.
you asked me to like do this, and I'm not about to like decrease film for something that
Other
like I
shit.
don't go to sleep thinking about shows. I
Mhm.
don't like concerts. Like
Mhm.
I don't go to sleep thinking about clothes. Like I adore clothing.
Yeah.
Like um but I go to sleep thinking about like motion, dude, and that's really it.
Motion, dude. That's
Yeah.
fine. No, that's and it's serious.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But no, I hear you. I think that's like the biggest thing too. And I mean, you kind of taught me something as well. I mean, my whole thing, like when we got here and I was trying to figure this shit out, like there's a lot of, the ball keeps rolling.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it falls into a lot of different shit. It's just, like the whole, again, the idea of going to sleep thinking about multiple things. You know what I'm saying? It's decrease. It could decrease value in other shit.
Hmm.
And because you're not giving, you can't give 100% to each thing that you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that would be the analogy probably.
Bro,
everybody's
same with
heard.
like in like should I go into 3D? Like
Yeah.
bro, like there's someone who's already at 300% in 3D right now. Like we're about to hit them up and come to our production.
Yeah.
But
Make it make sense.
who knows? I would have told you that 3 years ago. Who knows what I'll tell you like
3 years,
3 years from now. But
No.
right now it's just like it's film. Like,
No, I mean it should be, man. But look, first of all, man, I want to just appreciate you for coming on here, talking, speaking your piece. You know what I mean?
dude, thanks for having me.
Don't do this
It's
a lot,
cool.
man. Like I said, I couldn't find a fucking interview of him on anywhere. It's fucked up because he changes his name so goddamn much.
Yeah.
Cough, cough. But no, man.
Walker.
Is your real name?
Walker, yeah.
Your real name? That's Walker?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking crazy. Anyway,
No.
great name. That's a great. It's like it's like the same like Romans like niggas that are named like Gunter. Like I don't know, like
Gunter.
Gunter is that's just the same like interesting.
Hunter. You
Hunter.
ever met a kid named Hunter?
I know one nigga named Hunter. One person named Hunter.
Bro, who's naming these people like these verbs?
Man, I don't know. But you know what's weird though? Like, I feel like that gets very like. I would hate to have a kid and just fuck his life up with like the name that I can remember. Cause
Bro,
like,
we can't even talk like that.
yes, we can't. I
Fuck
really,
kids' lives with names.
bro, because that's like, bro, like realistically, you hear somebody's name, bro, you're judging. You're judging niggas off the name immediately. Like
Can't be
that's
judging people.
you're not supposed to, but it's your mind just like, damn, I wonder what that nigga's like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you hear Gunter is that could go two ways. Like, you know what I
I
mean?
don't know anyone named Gunter.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If I did, it would just be like Hunter. That's again two ways. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Anyway, let me not go off on that.
Yeah,
that
we're
might get me in
cooling on.
trouble. But anyway, again, man, I appreciate you for being on here. It's been fucking pleasant.
Yes,
Great
sir.
time.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? We're gonna hopefully have a part 2. Tell that nigga to sponsor this shit. Make sure you get the clothing from my man. He's doing great. Any last words?
Who ain't thinking this? I gotta say something.
He's the only one that's thought this entire time. That's why I know this means a lot. That's why.
Dude, just God is great. You gotta believe in God. And
Ooh, I like that.
I guess, yeah, God is great.
Bow. This has been extremely rare with Walker.
You're too kind. Thank you,
Thank
Tim.
you, man.
If you love me, please just say it. Let me not get far away from us.